The hardest lessons in life, they take years to learn. So today, we're gonna speed run that. I'm gonna show you 8 life lessons that once you learn them, you will never be the same. Starting with number 1, being awake between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. is killing you.
If you're awake for 2 hours between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. for 2 days per week, for 25 days of the year, you qualify as a kind of card-carrying shift worker.
I was a shift worker my entire life because that was my sleeping schedule until I realized how impactful this was to my circadian rhythm. And she ends up going on and comparing people that stay up this late to shift workers. And the reason she's doing this comparison is that scientists from WHOOP discovered that shift workers, or those that have graveyard shifts, end up dying 15 years younger than those that don't. Just think about that. 15 years of your life and what you could have accomplished, gone. But have you ever gone to bed and it's like 9:30, 10 at night and you just find yourself staring at the ceiling or staring at your phone? I get it, which is why I'm gonna show you a method that soldiers in the military use to fall asleep within 2 minutes. First, while lying down in bed, I want you to close your eyes and squeeze all the muscles in your face for 3 seconds. Then relax for 3 seconds. Then do that for every muscle moving down from the top of your body, like your shoulders, then your arms, then your abs, then your legs, and even your feet. Before you know it, you'll fall asleep. I want you to try this tonight. And just by listening to this, your life will never be the same because you just added 15 years to your life. But a long life, it's pointless if you can't live it well. This is why I still need to show you how to remove anxiety forever, how to wake up with the perfect morning routine every day, and how to know if the girl you're talking to is the right one. So move on to number 2. Stop trying to be someone you're not.
How old are you now?
I'm gonna be 96.
I'll say this, if the boys and I make it to 96, I'll be a happy man, bro.
No, I don't like going back because there's nothing you can do about the past. I would say accept where you were at and move on and try and be in the present.
100%, it's so simple, right? Don't hold on to the past and be yourself. But then why is it so hard to live this way? It's because of social media. You see, this is what has you comparing yourself to others. This comparison is what makes men regret their past and try to act and be someone that they're not. So I did my own research and I found what are the social media platforms that have the worst impact on you guys. And according to a study on mental health, here is a list of all social media from the least to most impactful on your mental health. Now in 5th place and labeled as the most positive for your mental health is YouTube. So congratulations, boys. You guys are in the right spot. In 4th place is Twitter. In 3rd place is Facebook. In 2nd place is Snapchat. It's the most impactful on your mental health. And the number 1 social media app that destroys your mental health is Instagram. So to start letting go of the past and be yourself, I want you to work your way up. Start using less the ones that are most negative on your mental health and more the ones that impact you positively, like YouTube. Number 3, men don't cry. You suck it up. You hold it in. See, we train our boys to be silent and then we get mad when they don't speak up. This is why we die quicker than women. Us men, we don't talk about our problems. What do? We just disappear into our rooms and we never talk about it. And according to research, the average life expectancy for us, it's only 73.2 years. For women, it's 79.1 years. And this isn't due to genetics. It's due to factors like heart disease from poor diet and lack of exercise, workplace incidents, and most notably, happens because we're internalizing everything, trying to carry everything ourselves, and we don't talk about it. And look, I get it. Talking to somebody in a world where they tell you to shut up and be a man can be difficult. Maybe you can't trust a family member or a friend to open up about your deepest problems. And then if that's the case, there are so many resources like our sponsor BetterHelp where you can talk to professionals from the comfort of your home. And the best part is that when you go to BetterHelp, you'll get asked a series of questions about your health and mental health. That way, as you answer them, they can better connect you to their thousands of different counselors to find one that perfectly matches your problems and your personality. This way, you can get the help that you need from the comfort of your home without having to go through life without talking to anyone with what you're going through. If you guys want to check it out, BetterHelp will be linked down below. You can go to betterhelp.com/mensfashion to get 10% off your first month. Number 4, I'm gonna give you the best morning hack I've ever used. See, people always ask me, how do I wake up feeling so good in the morning? So if you want to know the best morning hack I've ever learned in the 29 years of me living on this world, it is to wake up and instantly be grateful. Let me put this into perspective. If I were to offer you $10 million right now, would you take it? Of course, all of you are gonna say yes, but I forgot to mention there's one condition. If you take the $10 million, you might not wake up tomorrow. All of a sudden, you are now questioning your decision. Almost all of you will instantly say no. This means that you just waking up today is worth more than $10 million to you. So what I like to do, when I wake up immediately, I'm grateful for being alive. I'll then pull out my phone and I'll write down 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for in my life. This can be my wife, my kids, my family, my business, anything that is important to me. I want you to do the same every morning and just watch how every day will feel amazing to you. Now, by this point, you're training your body to go to sleep early so you can live longer. You've learned to let go of the past and live in the present. And now, I've given you a morning hack that will transform every single day of your life. But there are still 4 more life lessons. And once you learn them, I promise you your life will never be the same. Let's move on to number 5. I want you to remove all your anxiety with the thumb trick. I want you to grip your thumb with your entire hand, about as firmly as if you're grabbing somebody else's hand and you're trying to hold it in place. If you hold it really tight, eventually you're gonna start feeling a pulse. Now, if you don't feel a pulse, you're likely dead. All right, I'm just kidding. If you don't feel a pulse, this is actually a good sign. It means that you're relaxed, you're at peace. But if you do feel a pulse, however, I want you to continue to squeeze your thumb. And you'll notice that the more you focus on the pulse, the more it's gonna start to disappear. And so will your anxiety. According to ancient Japanese Jinshin Jitsu, this technique allows your body to rest. And I use it all the time and people don't even realize it. And the reason I like it is that anybody can use it. You can use it yourself. Anytime you're just overthinking or whatever it may be, or you're in a crowded situation, or you're full of anxiety, you're about to talk to a girl, grab your thumb. You can do it, nobody's gonna notice you're doing it, and watch how you'll instantly relax and all your anxiety will disappear. Number 6, if other men can see your girl naked, they're gonna be less jealous of you. You see, a top 1% woman is a woman that is loyal to you, but loyalty isn't just her exclusively sleeping with you. If she is showing her whole naked body to the world, she becomes available to anyone and no longer loyal to you. So I want you to understand that. Loyalty is not just about sleeping to somebody. It's also giving access to her and her body. So I'm gonna ask you 3 questions that you can always use to figure out if a woman is actually loyal to you. First, does she have an OnlyFans account? If the answer is yes, delete that number immediately. If it's no, move on to question number 2. Does she have TikTok videos with her dancing online half naked? If it's yes, you can go on a date or 2, but don't take it too serious. If it's no, I want you to move on to question number 3. Does she have revealing photos on Instagram? If it's yes, you can date her, but don't consider her for a long-term relationship. If it's no, then you just found a high-quality woman worth dating that you can definitely put a ring on. Number 7, you love how she makes you feel, not her.
So recently, one night after he drank a little bit, he might have slipped up and told me that he loved me.
What were y'all doing when he told you he loved you?
That question killed everything. Every guy knows where this is going.
Well, we might have been in the process of getting into something.
Every dude has been there. And the crowd is laughing, it's so Steve Harvey, but this is so true. And you as a man need to be able to distinguish the difference between love and lust. And here's how you're gonna do it from now on. If you find yourself constantly thinking about a girl, you can't sleep, you're thinking about when she texts you, when she does text you, she makes your day. When she doesn't text you, you feel sad. You think about her body, you think about taking her on dates, you're lusting over her. But if you find yourself thinking about taking care of her, you wanting to become a better man for her, you most likely love this girl. Now, when you understand the difference, you're gonna save yourself a ton of hassle in life. However, sometimes when you're alone, it's difficult to see that difference, especially when it's love or lust. You're blinded. This is why having that friend, that unbiased opinion that you can talk to is so important. And like I said earlier, if you don't have that friend, using a service like BetterHelp can be your solution because they don't know you. They're not emotionally invested. So they can give you unbiased advice that's tailored for you. Again, if you want to start talking to a licensed professional from the comfort of your home, I'm gonna have BetterHelp linked down below. Number 8, stop whenever you begin to feel an emotion.
Anytime you feel a high activation state of any kind, you should stop.
I like how he said high activation state and not emotion, but that's so critical. Next time you're feeling something, stop.
What's happening, it's revealing to you something very important. And if you don't stop to think about why I'm so upset or why I'm so happy, you're gonna miss an important lesson. You wanna reflect. What is the lesson?
The next time you're feeling an emotion, it can be anger, anxiety, sadness. I want you to stop overthinking for a second and think about what you're feeling and why you're feeling it and what you can learn from it. And if you can, start writing all this down in your journal every time you feel some sort of strong emotion. Over time, you're gonna start surpassing everyone around you because you will no longer be controlled by your emotions and you will be in full control of your own life. Look, now that you've learned these 8 life lessons, I promise you're gonna be more successful in life. But for your life to never be the same, it's not just about learning them. I want you to start applying them today.